Lately, whenever the conversation comes up of the UFC being a monopoly slash monopsony, you're going to see a lot of people arguing, well, what was Dana supposed to do? Or Zuffa, or, the Fertitas. But let's just say Dana is often the one they mention. What was Dana supposed to do? Isn't he supposed to make the UFC the best product that it could be? Isn't he supposed to beat the competitors? Isn't that the whole point? Why is he being punished for being successful? Is the narrative. But that's not what it is. So the thing is that capitalism, I believe in capitalism. I think at least like the version that we want works if consumers have choices, if no one entity controls all of the product or has access to all of a certain good. So monopoly and monopsony. If one single entity controls all of the goods in a disproportionate way, the consumer suffers. Also, it stops other people from being successful. So it's not about the successful being punished, it's about one entity stopping others from having success. And, that can happen in one area, but if there's no monopoly laws, eventually we don't live in a good society. So capitalism doesn't work for people because capitalism is about choice and about being able to prosper if you work hard and to become successful yourself, even no matter what who you are, what family you were born in. Like that's supposed to be like people decide, offer and demand and so forth. So to answer the question, what was Dana supposed to do? Listen, this is not something vague. This is not something vague at all. What I mean by that is that there are clear rules in place. There are laws against monopoly. So you just follow those laws. You do the best you can to beat your competitors. Yes, to be the best pro you can be. You want to be number one, for sure. But within that, you follow the rules. You follow the law. Now, MMA was such a new sport that nobody was looking. Okay, nobody was looking, so they got away with a lot. What was Dana supposed to do? Dana was supposed to follow the law. You play the game within the rules that are given to you. Imagine if in the UFC a competitor suddenly pulled out a pair of brass knuckles out of his shorts and started beating the crap out of his opponent with brass knuckles. I'm sure Dana would be against it. I'm sure he would say that wasn't in the rules. I don't think a lot of people would step forward and say, well, what was that fighter supposed to do? Isn't he supposed to beat his opponent? Well, yeah, he is, within the rules that we all agreed on to participate in.